Pakistan's Supreme Court has resumed one of the most significant constitutional cases in years, petitions challenging the 26th Amendment, a law that reshaped how judges are appointed, how long they serve, and even how the Chief Justice is chosen. It's a case that goes to the very heart of the judicial independence, and the Supreme Court is now hearing arguments against the very amendment that created the special bench deciding it. Passed by Parliament in October last year, the 26th Amendment changed key parts of Pakistan's constitution relating to the judiciary. Here's what it did. It took away the Supreme Court's suo motu powers, meaning the court can no longer take up cases on its own. It set a 3-year fixed term for the Chief Justice of Pakistan. It gave a special parliamentary committee the authority to choose the next Chief Justice from among the 3 most senior judges. Critics including lawyers, opposition parties, and bar council say these changes undermine the autonomy of the judiciary and give Parliament control over the court. This week, an 8-judge constitutional bench led by Justice Aminuddin Khan resumed hearings after a pause of more than 8 months. Other judges on the bench includes Justices Kamal Mundokhel, Aisha Malik, Musarrat Hilali, Muhammad Ali Mazhar, Syed Hassan Azhar Rizvi, Naeem Akhtar Afghan, and Shahid Bilal Hassan. On the first day, the bench agreed unanimously to live stream the proceedings following requests from petitioners. But before diving into the substance of the amendment, the court must first decide who should hear the case, the current 8-judge bench or a full court of all Supreme Court judges. During the hearing, Hamid Khan, representing Lahore High Court Bar Association, argued that the 26th Amendment was passed in an unusual late-night session and called for a 16-member full court to hear the case. He said that when the amendment was passed, there were 17 judges in the Supreme Court, including then Chief Justice Qazi Faiz Isa. So a 16-member full court should now decide its constitutionality. But the judges questioned the argument, noting that the 26th Amendment is still part of the Constitution unless suspended. Justice Jamal Mandokhel asked whether Hamid was acknowledging the amendments as valid. He said no. Justice Aisha Malik pointed out that whether a full court or a bench hears the case, judicial orders continue. The hearing then adjourned till next morning, with the question of the bench formation still unresolved. At the core of the petition is a simple but fundamental question. Does the 26th Amendment violate the independence of judiciary, which is a salient feature of Pakistan's constitution? The petitioners argue that it does not, and that the law was passed without proper parliamentary procedure and undermines judicial authority by shifting power to Parliament. They are asking the court to strike down the 26th Amendment entirely, or at least the parts affecting judicial independence, reinstate the original system where the senior-most judge automatically becomes Chief Justice, declare unconstitutional 2 follow-up laws including the Supreme Court Practice and Procedure Act 2024 and the Supreme Court Number of Judges Amendment Act 2024, since both stem from the same disputed amendment. The 8-judge bench is expected to deliberate for weeks, first deciding whether to expend a full court and then whether the 26th Amendment stands or falls. For now, the stakes couldn't be higher. If the amendment is struck down, it will be a major victory for the judiciary and a setback for Parliament. If upheld, it could permanently alter how Pakistan's top court functions, from who leads it to how its powers are used. Either way, this case will shape Pakistan's constitutional balance for years to come. For now, the courtroom debates continue, streamed live, watched closely by lawyers, politicians, and citizens alike.